If you enjoy the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. Batman: The Enemy Within is an episodic point-and-click graphic adventure game, developed and published by Telltale Games and distributed by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment under its DC Entertainment label, based on the DC comic books character of Batman. The game is a sequel to 2016's Batman: The Telltale Series. It received positive reviews and is viewed as an improvement over the original with the game's depiction of the Joker. Though Telltale Games shut down in 2018, the licenses for Batman and the Enemy Within games were acquired by Athlon Games, and both games were re-released by LCG Entertainment under a new Telltale Games label and combined Shadow Editions in December of 2019. The player once again assumes control of Bruce Wayne, Batman, voiced by Troy Baker, a billionaire who secretly fights crime in Gotham City. His butler and former legal guardian, Alfred Pennyworth, voiced by N. Rattle, and Police Commissioner James Gordon, by Murphy Gaia, and Wayne Enterprises Chief of Technology, Lucius Fox, voiced by David Fennoy, return to assist Batman in the field. The game introduces the Agency, a mysterious government organization with its own agenda, led by the ruthless Amanda Waller, voiced by Deborah Wilson. New supporting characters are introduced, including Special Agent Iman Evesta, voiced by Emily O'Brien, one of the agency's operatives and fan of Batman, and Tiffany Fox, voiced by Valerie Ray Miller, the daughter of Lucius, an employee of Wayne Enterprises. John Doe, voiced by Anthony Ingruber, and Selena Kyle, Catwoman, voiced by Laura Bailey, also return, and now are members of a group of criminals called the Pact. The other members of the group include Riddler, voiced by Robin Atkin Downs, Bane by J.B. Blanc, Dr. Victor Fries, Mr. Freeze by Matthew Mercer, and Harley Quinzel, or Harley Quinn, voiced by Laura Post. The Enemy Within is set in the same Batman continuity introduced in Batman: The Telltale Series, which took place a number of years into Batman's career. Like the previous installment, the game is set during the mid to late 2010s in Gotham City, primarily the Batcave, Wayne Enterprises, and the Gotham City Police Headquarters. The game also follows the events of the previous game, taking place between a couple of months to a year after these events. Following Telltale Games' closure in 2018, some of the studio's games were acquired by the company. A new Telltale Games was reformed by LCG Entertainment in 2019. A Telltale Batman Shadows Edition has both the Telltale Batman games, which include a special noir-like filter a user can apply to the game, as well as graphical upgrades and bug fixes. This edition was released on December 17, 2019 for Windows and Xbox One users, with other platforms following later. Owners of either the original game or any platform could upgrade this version by purchasing a piece of downloadable content. The second episode of the game had to be recalled and edited after it was discovered that a photograph was used of the dead body of murdered Russian ambassador Andrei Karlov. The game would go on to win Best Performance in a Drama Supporting for Deborah Wilson at the 17th Annual National Academy of Video Game Trade Reviewers Award, where it also received nominations for Game, Franchise and Adventure. Episode 5 was nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Video Game Writing at the Writers Guild of American Awards 2018, while the game itself was again nominated at the 18th Annual National Academy of Video Game Trade Reviewers Awards, this time for Writing in a Drama. Now for me, this is an absolutely brilliant piece of game making. The joy with Telltale Games is that they are not immersive in terms of actual controller use. It's rather all about the decisions that you make. These are cerebral games, built on multiple choice, which of course can lead the gamer down different directions, as every choice you make reflects and changes the outcome of the eventual finality of the game. It's simple in concept, yet so brilliantly put together that each episode of this game really just enthralls and delights. In many ways, the story plays out like real life, as that we are faced, of course, with different choices that we have to make daily. If you go left, this will happen. If you go right, that will happen. And the game lays that out before us perfectly. As I said, this is not a game about using your physical skills, as it were. The fight sequences are relatively easy, as you just have to follow the prompts, swiping to the left or to the right and pushing your buttons as you are prompted. And the only thing that can really be difficult is if you take too long. So your reflexes have to be pretty quick. But rather, the joy in this game lies in the phenomenal story. It's nuanced, it's layered, and it's absolutely fascinating. One of the things that really stood out for me, though, is the game's portrayal of the Joker. You now have the opportunity to prevent him from becoming the villain that we all know so well. We all know that, of course, the Joker is Batman's arch enemy, but this game finds another way to make him absolutely fascinating once again. This is why Joker is arguably one of the greatest villains written in fictional history, as he's just so layered and there's just so many opportunities to recreate the character every single time. For me, Batman: The Enemy Within offers one of the greatest Joker stories ever told. While of course there have been numerous great interpretations of the Batman-Joker relationship and all of its complexities, there's never been a story told about what would it be like if Joker and Batman were actually friends. The story remains morally grey, complex and layered, as every decision you make will either lead Joker down one path into becoming the mass-murdering psycho clown that we all know, or maybe working alongside Batman as an equal and good vigilante. It truly is a fascinating, perplexing story that I found absolutely engrossing. I mean, the mere fact that we're getting a sort of Joker origin story, which stays in line with the original origin story that we've seen play out before, but also reinvents it, recreates it, and gives us a new insight into this most fascinating of characters. I too love now the storyline with the Pact, as you see Joker now trying to win over the affections of Harley Quinn, unlike he's usually portrayed in the comic books, where Harley Quinn of course is infatuated with the man himself. We also see the likes of Harley Quinn, Bane and Mr. Freeze all working together. And the game also allows us to take control of Bruce Wayne a lot more, as he now infiltrates the Pact and goes undercover, pretending to be evil himself. Not to mention the fantastic dynamics between Bruce Wayne and Amanda Waller, who of course knows his secret and can either use it against him or work alongside him. There of course also is the relationship between Alfred and Bruce, and the ending where Alfred now resigns from Bruce's employ and makes Bruce choose between Batman and him is just absolutely beautifully done and incredibly emotional. Not to mention the fantastic relationship here between Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. Will they or won't they, as they share a great affection and attraction between each other, but it's all through your choices on how this relationship will go. The season starts, of course, with the Riddler playing out his usual tricks, but slowly but surely you learn that he, of course, is working for a greater cause. Each character in many ways is morally ambiguous, and through your own actions you can decide if you become closer with them or if you can push them away. It's truly fascinating, engrossing, and just really riveting. I've now played this game twice, and most surely will play it again in the future. As I've said before, I'm a massive Batman fan, but I can honestly say this is arguably one of the best interpretations of Batman I've ever seen, and arguably one of the best games of Batman I've ever played. Although I loved the Arkham series, I feel this one almost captures the nuances of this fantastic layered character even better. I even love the graphics, although not absolutely perfect. The way they are done almost as a sort of comic come to life just adds perfectly to the already original and beautifully put together concept. Batman: The Enemy Within gets a 9.5 out of 10.